I was hoping some people would jump up in here, but alright. Who joined my broadcast? Throw me out a comment and do something. If you're curious on how to get into a private game, let me know. I know a lot of people are still kind of curious how to do it. They don't know how. But I can tell you. Firefox, you know how to get into a private game? Are you interested in finding out how to get into a private game?
Helicopter support standing by.
Alright. Do you have any friends on right now that's also interested, that would possibly be interested in getting into a private game and playing with you? Because if so, it'd be easier if all of y'all done this at one time. So if you got some friends on that would be interested, go ahead and let me know. Alright, easy enough. Alright, Firefox, what you want to do, and it's going to sound insane, and okay, you probably won't believe me at first, but you see I'm playing. You know for a fact that yours is grayed out, you can't get on. So you know something I done work. Alright, these are the steps, and they're very important, or it will not work. What you want to do is you want to delete your whole application. I know 48 point some gigabytes is a lot to delete and reinstall, but it's the only way of doing it. You want to delete your whole application. You want to go to your library. You want to go to your purchase games, you want to go to Modern Warfare Remastered, and you want to download it again. Now it's going to say multiplayer only, or, you know, which do you want to download first? Multiplayer or campaign? You want to select multiplayer. Very important, multiplayer. It's only 10 gigs. The way I done it is when I went to work, I just let my whole game re-download. But if you want to just get into multiplayer, just go ahead and select multiplayer only. Let it download first, 10 gigs. And once those 10 gigs are done, here's the catch. With those 10 gigs, the only map you're going to be able to get on is ball. But you can always at night, you know, let it download the rest and get on and play other maps. But once that 10 gigs is downloaded and you want to jump on, you want to disconnect yourself from the internet. So if you're wired, unplug your Ethernet. If you're wireless, just go to settings and disconnect. Load up the game and you'll see that multiplayer is available only for private. And that's basically pretty much how you do it. What they done is when they said the servers were be up and down, no they're not. They're not going to turn the servers back on until Friday at 12 o'clock a.m. They just done that because they messed up. They allowed people into the online, and then they wanted to troll everybody by saying the servers would be up and down. But that they won't be. So don't hold your breath for it. They're not going to get turned back on until Friday. And that was a troll on their end to get everybody hyped and wanting to come back and recheck and recheck and recheck, and it's just not going to happen. But that's how it's done. I mean, it's easy. You know, it should take you no longer than an hour to download. And then, like I said, it's only bog that you can play on, the map bog. But if you wanted to, you know, like, go out for a couple hours, and that's fine too, if you just want to wait till Friday. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Come Friday, they've already stated that you're going to have to re-download the whole game anyway. There's going to be a code if you bought it. Physical copy if you bought it. There's going to be a code in your Infinite Warfare case to re-download the whole game again. So why they done it this way was for the campaign only. So they're going to make you re-download it again according to them. Now I wouldn't see why you'd have to, but according to them you're going to have to. But we'll see. We'll see.
Helicopter support standing by.
And you know, I don't down anybody for wanting to wait till Friday, because it is a lot to download, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I just downed mine while I was at work, you know, can't play anyway, so might as well do something, right? So I figured I'd give it a try, and surely it worked. Oh, he's behind me. There's two of them back there. Anybody else that's joined the stream, Firefox here, he knows how to do it now, but he wants to wait, which is completely fine. If anybody else is interested in figuring out how to get into a private match, it's the only way you can get in now. You're not going to be able to get into public servers. Just leave me a comment in the stream. My last stream I done, my mic apparently was not working. So people probably kind of curious what to do. They ain't no wonder they all left. But I think almost 50 some people in the last one. RX, Do you have a mic? It's a lot easier if I explain it with somebody that's got a mic who can join my party and I can talk to you. I suck. RXA, YZB, do you have a mic? I got a buddy that's sometimes on a strict nat type, and sometimes it'll work, so we could try it. I ain't saying it will, but sometimes it'll work. So give me a second here. Let me invite you in and see if it will work. If it don't, I'll just talk to you through here, but it's a lot easier if I can communicate without having to read comments. So let me see. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Alright, I just sent you the invite to the party, so we'll see. If it don't, I'll just talk to you through here. It's not a problem, but it's a lot easier if I can communicate back. Alright. There we go. Alright, expert. This, it's not online, it's bots. I mean, is that a problem, or?
No,
The,
Helicopter support standing by.
the thing is, the servers, they're not going to be back up till Friday. Everybody thinks they're coming back up soon, but they're not going to.
yeah.
There's only one way to do it, and it sounds really stupid. A lot of people don't want to do it, and that's fine, I understand. The way you do it, since they put out the hotfix for it, is you'd have to delete your whole application. You'd have to re-download it and not connect to the internet once it's downloaded. Once you download it, you go in, you'll see that multiplayer is accessible. You can get into a bot lobby and invite your friends if they've done the same thing. And then you can connect back to the internet once you're in. And you can stream and all that good stuff. But, I mean, it's fairly easy if you gotta go to work or something. You can just turn it on, let it download, come back, disconnect from the internet, and go about your business.
That's quite long though, 25 gigabytes.
What's that?
25 gigabytes is quite long though.
Yeah, it is. I'm not lying. But from what Activision and them have been saying is that once they release the actual game, if you bought the Infinity Warfare disc copy, you're gonna have to re-download the Modern Warfare anyway. Why, I don't know, but that's what they've said. To me, it makes no sense.
I bought it digital, so I already have everything.
Yeah, I mean, you went digital?
Yeah.
Okay, you should be good then. But just see, I don't buy digital just because I don't, you know, I buy disc-based games, so if I don't want to upgrade my hard drive, I can just delete something that I ain't playing at the time. And then go on and play something else and just keep doing the process. But you should be good to go on digital then, so yeah, I mean, if you want to just wait till Friday, that's probably the best bet.
Support standing by.
Yeah, I think I was late. It took me quite a long while to download it in the first place.
Yeah, I think it took me almost 4 hours to download the whole thing.
Yeah.
It took quite a while.
Can't wait. Yeah, it's quite long. Anyway, thanks, man.
No, not a problem, man. Definitely add me if you want to play when it comes out.
Yeah, I do.
Alright, man.
Thanks, man.
How am I missing all these?
Helicopter support standing by.
Alright, if there's anybody else in here besides RX and Firefox that joined the stream while I was running my mouth, if you're interested in getting into a private game, just mess around with your friends and some bots, let me know. I can tell you how to do it. It is a process. I'm not going to lie to you. But say you're at school or at work, you can do it then and be ready to crush.
Helicopter support standing by.
Wait 1 second here. Alright. Spash, and of course, you already gave me your PSN down there. Spash, so what's your PSN, and I'll invite you both into a party at the same time. R3VLI. I need a PSN tag, man. Alright, Spash, you're on the Xbox. I'm sure it'll work on Xbox, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not exactly sure how it would work on Xbox, but the way it works on PlayStation is you have to delete your whole application where they updated it to block, where they updated the game recently to block the online servers. If you went to that update, you'd have to delete your whole application. I know it sounds dumb, but it's the only way to do it. And that's with, you know, that's all these friend requests out of nowhere. The way it works is where they updated it, they block your access to online and to private matches. What you simply do is you delete your application, you reinstall it, and it's the base application, so it'll be the 1.02 version. What you do is when you reinstall it, you either just reinstall the multiplayer, which will give you access to VOG, or you let the whole thing reinstall and it'll give you access to all the maps. Now, the way I done it is when I went to work, I let it reinstall the whole game. I came home, disconnected from my internet before starting up the game, started up the game, went in, and it allowed me to access multiplayer for the LAN version. Not the public matches, but, you know, private local play. That's what this is. So if you're, you know, you just want to mess around with some bots, you know, no big deal. Now, I don't think you can invite people into local play because it's a local game. But, you know, it's still, you know, if you want to tell your friends how to do it too, y'all can all play. Like I said, I don't think you're going to be able to play together because it's local. But you can still tell them how to do it. And y'all can all get you some playtime in before Friday. Now, the only reason I even done it, I mean, I could have waited till Friday. But I just wanted to get back into the feel of it. If that makes any sense, it's been so long with just the regular boots on the ground. It's, you know, feels like something new. R3 VLI. R3 VLI. I can invite you, but I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to join. It's a local game. You can do it and play by yourself, and you can tell your friends how to do it and stream it and all that good stuff. But until Friday, you're not going to be able to play with other people, because the multiplayer servers. Honestly, Spash, it's just a lot of Googling and just common sense. I mean, if you know they've updated it, you should know that you could delete the game and get the stock update. Because once you delete a game, you're getting stock updates. You'd have to update it all over again. R3VLI. The way you do it is simply what I said. You delete your whole application. You reinstall your application. You can either choose to reinstall the multiplayer portion, which is 10.8 gigs, I think, which will give you access to the map bog and all the game modes, all that good stuff, but you'd only get access to the bog, and that's why I just went ahead and let my whole thing download. I let my whole game re-download before I started it. You disconnect from the internet. That's important. You gotta disconnect from the internet, or it's gonna automatically update itself back to the recent patch. Well, I mean, do you understand English? You're typing English, so I would hope you do. But yeah, Spash, it was just really a lot of Googling, a lot of common sense. I mean, it's just simple things, man. Alright, R3, then that's how you do it, man. That's the only way of doing it. And I understand it can be, you know, painful to do it because of so many gigs, but here's the catch. If you bought a physical copy from, say, you know, I don't know what stores y'all have over there, but if you bought a physical copy from GameStop or a physical copy from Amazon or eBay or anything like that, according to Activision and them, you're going to have to re-download Modern Warfare Remastered anyway. According to them, their piece was an invite to what? An invite to a party? I can't invite you into the game. It's a local game. It's not online. You see what I'm saying? It's not an online private match. It's a local match, local play. But that's the way you do it. I mean, you can either wait till Friday. You know, if you got all digital, you should be good. If you got digital, you shouldn't have to re-download anything. So I don't recommend anybody who's got digital to have to, you know, to do this anyway. But if you got a physical copy, how do you go local? Alright, R3. Again, I understand you speak French, so you might not understand it fully. But the way you do it is right now you're on patch 1.03. I'm on 1.02. The way you do it is you gotta delete your game application. You gotta delete Modern Warfare Remastered altogether. Now, you can either choose to reinstall the full game. I think that guy's dead and I've been shooting at him. You can reinstall the full game, or you can reinstall the multiplayer portion. It really just depends on what you want to do first. If you want to just install the multiplayer portion, you know, that's fine. But you're only going to be able to play on one map, which is Bog. So what I did is when I went to work, I let it download the whole entire thing. That way I'd have access to all the maps. I let it download the whole game. I got home, I disconnected from the internet. That's an important part, because if you start Call of Duty Remastered, if you start it with the internet connected, it's automatically going to update you to the newest patch. Automatically. And you just wasted, an hour or two, or 3 or 4, depending on which one you done. So, you can kind of pick which one you want to do. Yes, you got to delete and reinstall. Now, if you got a physical copy, I recommend that you can do that, because you're going to have to reinstall Modern Warfare Remastered anyway, if you bought physical copy. If you bought digital, I do not recommend you delete it and reinstall it, because you'll be good to go digital. Digital, you don't have to reinstall, but if you bought a physical copy, code for Modern Warfare Remastered is going to come in your Infinite Warfare disc. It's going to come with it. They've already stated that you're going to have to re-download it. Don't know why, but that's what they said. To me, it makes no sense, but that's what they said. This was just for the campaign portion. They weren't supposed to have any access, any glitches, or anything into the multiplayer, but they did. So what happened really with it, I don't know. Why you'd even have to reinstall when the game launches, again, I don't know. But according to them, what does you speaking French have anything to do with this? I'm confused. You say you understand. No understand. Okay, let me try to break it down for you, R3. Delete. So, remove Modern Warfare Remastered. Delete it from your system. Reinstall Modern Warfare Remastered. Do not connect to internet when launching game. It will put you on latest patch. No, you don't want that. Disconnect internet before launching game. We delete MWR and reinstall. We. R3V, I don't speak French. The only French word I know is yes, oui. That's it. That's it. But yes, delete it. Oui. No other method. Only method. No other method. Only method. Oui, but you must delete first. You must reinstall. We are 3V. We. Must reinstall though. Must. No, you have to reinstall. You have to. Reinstall. Reinstall. If you... Yes, it's long. I understand it's long. I get that. But the thing is, if you bought a hard copy, if you bought a disc copy, you're going to have to reinstall anyway. There's no stopping that. If you bought digital, no, you don't have to reinstall come release date. But physical copy, they already said you're going to have to reinstall come release date. No, it will not work if you don't reinstall. You have to reinstall. You're on the blocked patch. They blocked access to local play, online play with the latest patch.
Helicopter support standing by.
Yes. No kidding. But like I said, R3, if you got school, work, do it then. Do it when you're not home, so you don't have to worry about it. And when you get home, it's there. You can play. For me, I mean, and it's going to be the same for you, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be 12 o'clock midnight on Friday. So it'll be, you know, Friday, 12 o'clock a.m. The server should be back up and running. Should be. Carlo the boss, are you interested in figuring out how to play? Carlo. Carlo, do you have a mic? You got a headset? Can you communicate? All right, Carlo. See, you would have been good to see me last night on. I don't know how you ran into me today, but I also done this last night. Uh, the way you'd have to do it is, I'll add you, Carlo. But the way you'd have to do it is you'd have to delete your whole application. You'd have to delete Modern Warfare Remastered. Uh, Reason being is because when the servers were up, it was a mistake on their end. Now they put out a message, saying servers will be on and off. No, they won't be. It was a mistake on their end. They know it was. So what you got to do is you got to delete the application and go back to 1.02. When you delete it and you reinstall it, you disconnect from your internet, you load up the game, and you can get into multiplayer. Now, the only way you can get into multiplayer is through local play on bots. It's not online because none of the servers are up. You're not going to be able to invite your friends into the session because it's a local play. It's not online. I mean, I'm connected to online right now as I'm playing, yes, to stream, etc., etc., etc. It's not a online game. It's completely local. I'm not connected to their servers at all. Well, when you do, Carlos, if you go to like stream or something, you want to show off to your friends. Every time you end the game, if you reconnect during the game to the internet, every time the game ends, you need to disconnect before it goes back into the game lobby, or it's going to automatically re-update you to 1.030. So you want to disconnect every single time. Damn!
Helicopter support standing by.
I'm so inaccurate at long range with this thing. What's going on, Fabio? I don't know if you're in here, One Red Army, but this is not an online session. I can't invite you to this. It's local. It's the only way that this works right now until Friday. And the stream's dying down. Of course, it was dying down to begin with, but ha, good God. Fabio, the only way to play, man, is to, and this sounds stupid, and everybody, you know, everybody's being turned off by the idea, which I completely understand. The only way you could play right now is on local, which is, you know, not an online game. You're not going to be able to invite your friends. They won't be able to join you. Reason being is because you're not connected to their servers, and you don't want to be. The way you do it, what you'd have to do if you wanted to play before Friday, just to mess around with the bots, you'd have to delete your whole application. You'd have to delete Modern Warfare Remastered. Then you'd have to reinstall it. Now you can reinstall just the multiplayer, or you can reinstall the whole thing. If you just choose to reinstall the multiplayer, it'll work. But the only catch with that is there's only one map that you'll be able to play on, which is Bog. Now if you go to work or you got school or something, you can download the whole entire game, disconnect from your internet before you launch it, and then go into local play and you can play on any of the maps, which is what I did. I done it yesterday while I was at work. I came home last night and it worked. So at the moment, that would be the only way. Oh, how did that miss? Oh. Alright, Let's see here. Marlins fan 10. Now that you're back in here, earlier my mic was not working. The only way that you could do this, are you still in here, Marlon, or am I talking to
Hello,
myself?
hello, Cyber Savage.
Oh, I don't speak French, man.
No, 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 I can speak English.
You
That's
can
not a
speak
problem.
English? Okay, okay. Well, what's going on?
Good, but I have a problem. How can you... How do you play in a local lobby?
Okay, and now I'm about to explain that to somebody now, so if you just listen,
Yeah,
it'll
yeah,
probably
just
make sense, it probably won't. Alright, Marlins
tell me
fan.
just...
Go ahead, man.
I'm in
Well,
the game now. What
okay.
does I have to do?
Yeah, give me 1 second here. Marlins fan, do you got a mic? Because if you got some questions, man, I can't keep reading the chat. Okay, I'm gonna invite you into a party, Marlon. Just join. Marlins, what is your online ID, man? Is it the same as your name there?
Helicopter support standing by.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. No wonder you wasn't joining. I've been sending it to the wrong person. Yeah, I'm getting them in here right now. Give me both of y'all at one time. When you hear the method, it might turn. Alright, what's going on, Jay? Alright, Jay. And I don't forgot who else was in here. Aiden. The way you do this is, it's simple, but it's a long process depending on your connection. The only way to do it right now would to be delete your whole game. That's the only way. Delete the whole remastered, because what they done is when the servers came up, it was a mistake on their end. They swear up and down it was, testing, how they said they'd be on and off, but they updated it to keep them off permanently until Friday. The only way to get into local period is to delete your whole game and get rid of that update, and then to reinstall it. Now, like I've been telling people, there's two options to reinstall when you go into your library for it. You can either reinstall the multiplayer, or you can reinstall the whole thing. The way I done it was I went ahead and reinstalled the whole entire game, because if you just do the multiplayer, you're going to be stuck with one map, and that's Bog. And it's really not one of my favorites, but, I guess if you just want to mess around, it would be a lot better than... There's campaign only, and then there's the multiplayer only. The way you would do it is you just select multiplayer only, let it download, and just keep letting it download until the whole thing is done. What I done is I just done it when I was at work. That way I wouldn't have to, I ain't at home, I can't play anyway, so I just done it when I went to work.
Okay, so I have to delete my game, and after I install the...
Yeah, you'd have to delete the whole game, and then you'd have to reinstall it.
Hey, yes, and after that, what I have to do?
After that, once it's done installing, you do not want to launch it while you're connected to the internet because it'll automatically
I
update it.
have to stop internet, yes, and
Yes.
I launch the game.
You stop your internet connection, you launch the game, and if you stream or anything like I'm doing, you can, once you get inside the game itself in the map that you're playing, you can go ahead and reconnect. Now, before the game ends,
Oh,
you want to disconnect, that way when you go back in the lobby, it don't kick you out and say there's an update available. Because once it does that, you'd be stuck with either not playing till Friday again, or you know, just depending on your choice, you'd have to re-download it. But yeah, I mean, it is, but here's the thing. Did you buy digital, or did you buy a actual copy? You got the digital, okay. My best advice to you, if you done digital for both, if you got digital for Modern Warfare and Infinity, is to just wait till Friday, because you're good to go. You won't have to reinstall, period. If you bought a hard copy like I do, yep, if you bought a hard copy like I did, this is just the campaign was all it's supposed to be. They said they're going to include a code with Infinite Warfare to re-download Modern Warfare Remastered all over again. So if you, yeah, if you went hard copy, like I did, I got to re-download it anyway, so it really don't bother me any. But, I mean, that's, as of right now, it's the only way to play. I mean, you can't invite your friends or anything to it because it's local, but, I mean, it's just something to do till then, if you're bored and you wanna mess around on it. No, it's strictly local. Everything's already unlocked. Everything's good to go. Bye, Eden. But I know a lot of people, you know, I've talked to a couple people today, and some of them have been doing it, some of them don't want to do it, which I understand. I mean, I wouldn't do it neither if I went digital. I would just wait. But personal preference. Yeah, I mean, hell, it's only another day. Yeah, it's only another day. You gotta wait anyway. But definitely since oh yeah, this was my favorite one back in the day. Once all the newer ones came out with the boost jumps and stuff. Yeah, I kind of got. Oh, did you? Nice. Yeah, I've always. Yeah, I think what they'll do is they'll go ahead and add all the ones that were downloadable content or whatever, if they had any. I can't remember if they did. Yeah, honestly, I don't think they will, but you never know, especially knowing them. Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, I went and got the $120 one just so I could get the campaign early. I've already went through it. But, yeah, I got all that mess. Yeah, I ain't too fond of the post-based thing. Yeah, that's what I went ahead and did. Some dollars. That's interesting. Carlos, no, I won't be on in about 3 to 4 hours. I gotta go to work later. I don't even know how the hell to say your name, but yes, I'm playing local. But Yeah, I've always wanted to do the tournaments and stuff, but I ain't never been all that good. I mean, I ain't bad. Yeah. Yeah, once all that hit, I was turned away from all of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never seen them remastering a Call of Duty, to be honest with you, but I'll be damned. Yeah, I think most of the guns in here are pretty good. Oh shit, I love my R700. Yeah, I'm one of those.
Helicopter support standing by.
Oh, I know, right, man? I've been waiting to play online. I played online a couple hours the day the servers were up. But no, I think it was like 2 days ago the servers were up. Oh, well, that's dumb. M408-3 is where it's at. No, man, I like my R700. I think I'll stick with it. Danny, yes, it's the R700. Oh, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'd have to look at
Helicopter support standing
it.
by.
I couldn't tell you right off the bat. When I play Call of Duty, the only thing I'd use strictly is snipers. Strictly. No, I mean that's my go-to thing. I don't play Call of Duty for the running gun or anything like that. I just love to play. Oh yeah, it's gonna make for some. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, them headsets, man, they work wonders on these, I swear. If they don't, I think people would be upset. But well, we'll see what happens with them. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, and the thing with everybody, you know, talking bad about them and everything, I can understand. But they start making these, you know, years before the community even starts giving them feedback. Like they were, you know, just as soon as, yeah, I mean, I think they were probably on this for 3 to 4 years before, you know, probably started working on it about the same Black Ops 3 was getting ready to come out. So they were, yeah. What I think what I think had happened was they seen how crap their Infinite Warfare was looking. They just had to say, oh, we're gonna go ahead and remaster one. We need some type of sales. So, but if I had to, alright, hell, it probably wouldn't have made none, to be honest with you. I know the majority of the people I know, the only reason they bought this was for the remastered. Oh yeah.
Helicopter support standing by.
Yeah, I'd like to see him redo an old Halo, to be honest with you. Danny Bailey, when the game comes out, yes, you're going to need the Infinite Warfare disc to actually play the remastered version. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, they said you would. Because they're going to include a download code with the Infinite Warfare to re-download Modern Warfare Remastered. Why, I don't know, but that's what they've been saying. And I also agree, Danny, they should bring in all the Call of Duties. They should remaster all the old ones. I don't either. The only one I'd honestly like to see remastered, and it's, you know, it's the one I started on, was Call of Duty 2. I'd love to see another Call of Duty 2 remastered, man. Yeah, I'd love it. Oh yeah, Call of Duty 2, man. I love playing that. I was a kid when that came out. I used to play it all day non-stop. Aro the GOAT, to play local, man, it's simple. You just gotta delete your Call of Duty and reinstall it and disconnect from the internet before you launch the game. Personal preference, if you want to do it, you can. If you don't, don't. Suggestions would be, if you bought digital, don't do it, because you don't have to re-download it once the game releases. But if you bought a hard copy, you know, there's no point in not doing it, because you're going to have to re-download it anyway. Joker, yeah, Joker, I just answered your question and all that as well, so.
Helicopter support standing by.
Yeah, I'd really love to see them, you know. I know it's probably be impossible nowadays, as good as the games are and the way they look and everything, but I'd love to be able to see them to actually let them install and download a lot faster than what they do. Also, I know that has to do with internet connection, but, you know, to download all these games and install them, man, it takes way too long. I've got quite a few. The way I do it is if I run out of space, I'll delete one that I ain't playing and reinstall. Yeah, I mean, I got... Yeah, I mean, even a little bit of games, man, take up the most space. Jim Pickens, man, I like that comment. You can't jump or boost and walk run. No. They said, no, fuck. That's what they said about this game. No, I didn't enjoy it. Oh yeah. Yeah, they were smart about it. Hacker Gamer. Hacker Gamer, the only way of doing it, man, is to delete your application, reinstall, disconnect from the internet before launching. LVR, the only thing I do is snipe, so that could be why. You know, I'm not sure. I could try it real quick. We're going to party here. I've not even thought about doing that. Here. Alright, anybody that's in this chat, I gotta stop the broadcast to try this apparently, so if you want to back in the broadcast, just send me a friend request. Cyber Savage 92, you should be able to find it. Alright, let's see if this works. That would be pretty sweet. I didn't even think about that. Let's see.